In the previous lesson, you had a broad overview of Drupal views, and in this lesson, I will show you some active views in action. On the screen right now, I have a fresh Drupal 8.4.4 installation on which I have only added the admin toolbar module, nothing else, and no content created. Traverse to structure and views. This is a central location where all your views related work will be done. Take a moment to observe this page. There is a button here to create new views and a simple search box to locate views. And then there is a listing of all the views that exist on your setup. At the top is a settings tab to control views parameters. We will visit it later. Each of these rows is a view. All of these are core pre-built views. There are about a dozen views here right now. The number might vary in your own Drupal version. There might be slight modifications, but all the important ones will be present. Sometimes modules that you add might also create their own views. And even the views that you create will appear here in this same listing. Observe the columns in this listing. There is a view name and a separate machine name. By now, you will be aware that the machine name is actually just a reference to the internal coding name. Earlier, you have seen this front page being referred to without actually knowing that we were referencing to a view. And this displays column indicates how the view will be presented. There are a few options built right out of the box, most common being the page and block. There are external modules like display suite, which gives more flexibility. But we will focus only on the page and the block because other types are just very similar to these. Here, notice these URL extensions shown in the displays column. If you want to link to a view, you should use this extension. More about this in a moment. This last column is a bunch of action buttons drop down. You can edit, duplicate, disable, or delete any of these views. Be very careful not to edit any of these pre-built views. What I really mean is that if you edit, don't overwrite or save. That's why this duplicate option is given to you. Often you will need views which are logically similar. In that case, you just design one view, then duplicate it for editing further. Now, if you want to play with these pre-built views, first duplicate it and do your experiments with the copy and never with the original view. Otherwise, your Drupal behavior itself might be affected. Now, at the bottom of the page are the disabled views. Why would you want to have disabled views? For example, if you are running a seasonal sale on your site, you might want to build a custom view which shows your products on offer and then disable it after the sale is over. You can then enable it in the next season if you want. Now, I will jump over to a project where we have some content and see some pre-built views. I have project number 6 open here, and this is the same views listing page. I will right click and open the content view page first. And here it is. This is the exact same content listing page that you have been seeing from the very beginning of the course. This is actually a view. In fact, this is a view that allows you to filter and perform some special actions also. Here you can see all the content that we had created earlier being listed. And now similarly, let me open the next view, which is the custom block library view. And once again, this is a listing, of course. It is a list of the blocks that we created in the project. In the same way, open up the other views and take a look. And with that, I will conclude this lesson We first saw the views section of Drupal, then we understood the pre-built views listing that comes pre-packaged, and now we are ready to dive even deeper and look at the view creation page in the next lesson.